So you're thinking of moving to Seattle, Washington? Then this video is for you. Today, we are on location with video and drone showing you what it's really like to live in Redmond, Washington. We'll go over what Redmond is most known for. Of course, Microsoft. But we also cover the price of homes, the schools, and some fun things to do when you're either living or visiting in Redmond, Washington. Matt Steele, top producing real estate broker right here in Bellevue, Washington. And I love doing videos of what it's truly like to live, work, and play in the Pacific Northwest. Welcome to Selling Seattle. Okay, let's take a tour of Redmond today. Redmond is a good combination of living in the city and the woods at the same time. Redmond is most known for Microsoft. When people are thinking of moving to Seattle, Redmond is usually one of the places that they want to explore. Let's divide Redmond up into two zip codes, 98052 and 98053. 98052 is where the home of Microsoft is located. Now, it's not all industrial. You're gonna see the strip mall, you're gonna see houses, condos, even a lake, Lake Sammamish. When we go to 98053, you're gonna get the feel of being out in the country, but you're super close to the city. My personal favorite, I love living in Redmond 98053. You know, you have your space, but you just a few minutes from a grocery store. Okay, let's talk commute times. If you need to commute to Seattle, it's about a 30-minute drive. Bellevue, downtown, 12 minutes. Kirkland, about 4 minutes. So you're really close to pretty much everything. Redmond has a population of a little over 80,000 people. So even though it's big, it's pretty spread out and you're not too crowded. Redmond is really known for their schools. There's over 50 schools in Redmond to speak of, so let's just talk about a couple of them. Rose Hill Middle School and Redmond High School are really popular. To find out about all the schools, we'll put a link down in the description that you can explore later. Okay, let's get into what it's really like to live in Redmond.
Okay, so we're driving on a 148th Street in Bellevue and Redmond. On the left side of the road is Bellevue. On the right-hand side is Redmond. We are getting on Highway 520. So Highway 520, we are going to be heading towards Woodinville. And our first exit is exit 140th Street, which goes to Microsoft, and exit 52, which goes to Microsoft. And then the next exit is going to be Westlake Sammamish exit, and that'll take us to Marymoor Park, or also to downtown Redmond. Redmond is really large. You can almost divide it into, well, let's say you can divide it into two zip codes. Redmond has a 98052 zip code and a 98053 zip code. Microsoft is located in 98052. So there's going to be more industrial, and also the neighborhoods that are closer to Microsoft, they're going to be more dense. The lots will be closer to 4,000 to 5,000, some of them. The larger lots will be 10,000 square feet, but rare to find lots much larger than that. But if you go to 98053, you can definitely find 10,000 square foot lots and larger, an acre, 2 acres, sometimes even 5 and 10 acres. Okay, so we're getting off on exit 40th Street in Redmond, and this is one of the main exits to Microsoft. So we'll pull over, put the drone up in the air, and give you a visual of what this looks like. You're going to see about 13, 14, maybe even 15 cranes up in the air, 3 pump trucks, if not more. A massive amount of construction going on right now. So much so that I don't even know. They're not even going to allow us to take a right here. So I'm going to take a left. We might have to zip over to the next exit. You know what? I'll go straight back on 520, and then we'll get off on 52nd Street exit, and we'll still be able to put the drone up in the air and give you a visual of the Microsoft campus. So we're getting back on 520, and we're going to get off on the next exit, which is 51st Street exit. On the right-hand side, this construction that you see, this is the new light rail system. So you'll be able to go from Redmond all the way to SeaTac Airport by taking the new light rail. This is eventually going to go to Linwood, downtown Seattle. Pretty much it's one of our major construction projects going on right now. So, all right. So when we take a right here on 52nd Street, we're going to come up to 150th Street, and if we take a left, it's going to be a residential neighborhood, and if we take a right, it'll take us into the Microsoft district. So I think what we'll do is, first we'll take a left, and I'll show you some of the homes, and get a feel for what it's like to live right next to Microsoft. Now, price point on these homes, they range from $900,000 to 1.2 price point. You're going to find average square feet, 2,000 square feet, average size of lot, probably around 6,000 to 8,000 square feet. So on the right hand side, there's some Microsoft buildings. Okay, we're going to take a left on 156th Street. On the right hand side is my old house. I bought that home in 2005 for around a little over $500,000. Today that home is valued right at $1 million. That's a 3,700 square foot home with a larger lot. That's a 1,400 square feet lot. So technically, if there was fire truck access, you'd be able to build a second house on that property. But a lot of that square footage is in the basement. But still, real nice house. You are living here on a busy road, and you'd be surprised how much traffic you get on this road because of Microsoft. Here's an example of a brand new home. So someone most likely purchased this lot for anywhere between $700,000 to $900,000, and they tore down the existing house there and built a brand new construction home. Okay, so we're driving through downtown Redmond, and we are going to pull into the Redmond Town Center, which is our newest, I should say Redmond's newest mall, and it's an outdoor mall. So, and it's more and more it's becoming a destination mall. If you want to go shopping, most people will drive to Bellevue Square, and that's more of an experience. Redmond has a lot of great places, but usually you go there for one store. They do have some restaurants and great places to grab a cup of coffee, ice cream, juices. There's a little water fountain outside for the kids to play in the summertime, so there is some recreation there. There's a iPic movie theater. That's the movie theater that you can grab a seat with a blanket and a pillow, some popcorn, a drink and food, and lounge back and watch a movie, so that's a pretty neat experience. But downtown Redmond, when we pop the drone up, you're going to see over probably 50, it wouldn't surprise me if there's 70 different condo apartment complexes going on right now down here. On my left hand side, all the construction you see, that's the light rail. So just a massive amount of development going on in downtown Redmond. Okay, we are pulling into Redmond Town Center. This is Redmond's outdoor mall. Okay, on the left-hand side is the Marriott. So if you're traveling for business and you want to be close to Microsoft, this Marriott is really close. You can be to Microsoft, just one exit, two exits up, actually, and the third exit. Actually, Microsoft is almost all of Redmond. A lot of great restaurants inside here. So you can see the Redmond Town Center. It's blocked off, so it's all a kind of an open breezeway outdoor. We're going to pull into the parking garage so we can hop on our feet and walk around and give you some better footage of what the Redmond Town Center has to offer. Okay, so we're at the Redmond Town Center. This is Redmond's outdoor mall. Lots of shops, restaurants, and activities to do here. Some of the restaurants you have Matt's, Thai Ginger. You can go race car driving, which that's what we're going to do. Let's go take a spin on the track. It's an outdoor mall. So if you're looking for an indoor mall, that's over in Bellevue at Bellevue Square. This Redmond mall is more of a destination mall. You come here because you know what you're looking for. But there still is quite a few fun things to do. So we're going to put the drone up in the air, show you some shots from above, what it looks like, and then we'll walk around the mall, take some photos, some videos, and help you experience what the Redmond Town Center is all about. Okay, so we're on Highway 520 and we're getting off on Westlake Sammamish Parkway, and we are going to take a right and turn into Marymoor Park. You can kind of see it in the distance. All the construction that you see right here, this is the light rail, the new construction project. This will go from Redmond all the way to SeaTac Airport. Matter of fact, I want to go right here, follow the Maserati. Now, Marymoor Park, this is part of Redmond. This is one of my favorite parks in Redmond, outside of the waterfront parks that are on Lake Sammamish. But this is a great park to take the dog for a walk. They have off leash, they have on leash, and they have a dog wash. You have not mountain climbing, but outdoor rock climbing. There's baseball fields, soccer fields, trails for biking. So this is the Sammamish Trail right here. This biking trail will take you all the way through Woodinville and Bothell, and then there's additional trails like the Burt Gilman Trail that you can take it all the way to Seattle. But this Sammamish Trail right here in Marymoor Park, this is a 10-mile trail. Matter of fact, we do need to get some drone footage because we are in the process of shooting our Woodinville video as well, and we want to show this trail going from here in Redmond to Woodinville. So this park is great. There's even gardening, so you can have gardening space, and they have a flight area that you can go fly airplanes. Maybe we should probably take the drone. We'll take off in the flight area, see if we can. I don't think anybody's gonna be out flying planes with the rain today, but we'll see. So this is a shortcut. During traffic, 520 gets a little clogged. People will cut through here. So the Parks District said, great, pay us $1 for an exit entry. So if you want to take a shortcut, and if your home's this way and get home a few minutes earlier, you can pay a quick $1. And you do have to pay to park as well. When you go for a walk here, it does cost $1. And if you don't pay it, you get a $43 ticket. So at Marymoor Park, in the summertime, they do movies in the park. So it's pretty neat. They got a list of different movies. You can go see the huge outdoor projector. You bring a blanket and a pillow, go sit in the grass and watch the outdoor movies. Pretty fun. They also do concerts here. It's a whole list. Ooh, on our left-hand side, I'm gonna pull in so you can see it. This is the gardening area. And then I'll snap a photo or two of it as well. So we're driving through the Broadhurst neighborhood in Redmond, Washington, zip code 98053. Gorgeous estate homes. Most of these homes are on almost an acre. Some have larger. These homes are priced at 1.5, 1.6, up to 2.5, just depending on the size of the home and the condition of it. This neighborhood is really secluded, but at the same time, it's private and beautiful. You notice there are no sidewalks because it's more of a country feel, but there are street lights, and a lot of the homes are really well lit, almost like a Christmas tree. So living here, you're definitely out in the country, but you're really close to the city. If you need to commute to Microsoft, for example, you're about a 10 to a 15-minute drive. If you need to go to downtown Redmond or the grocery store, well, there's a grocery store within a matter of a few minutes from here, but if you want to go downtown Redmond, like the movie theater, for example, or a nice night out at dinner, yeah, it's about a 8-minute to 10-minute drive. So, great example of Redmond, what Redmond, Washington has to offer. This is beautiful country-style homes. A lot of the homes will have fully gated, and then some are wide open. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we just tossed the drone up in the air. We're here in the Ames Lake neighborhood. I'll show you a little aerial view from above, and then after we show you this neighborhood, I will show you a house that I recently sold. It's one of my projects that I picked up, remodeled it, lived in it for 2 years, and sold it. And currently I have an extra lot next door, and I'm permitting to build a house. So this will give you a good idea of what the Ames Lake, Redmond 98053 residential home area is like. All right, hope you enjoy it. Okay, we are driving through the Ames Lake neighborhood in Redmond, Washington 98053. And right in front of us, this is Ames Lake. So commute time to Microsoft, really close, 10 minutes. You can get to downtown Redmond in 10 minutes as well. Now, the homes in here vary. All different sizes, all different prices. You can find a waterfront home for $1.5 million. You can find a manufactured home or a vacant lot for between $300,000 to $400,000. But your average house that's not on the lake, that's in this neighborhood, it's going to run you around $900,000. So if you're looking for a place to live in Redmond on $1 million budget, this neighborhood may be good for you. Now, Ames Lake is it's a private lake. You're not allowed to wakeboard or water ski, but you can swim, paddleboard, kayak, wind sail. Wind's not, you only get a couple days out of the year for that, but you are definitely out in the country. Right here, this neighborhood loses power quite a bit. You can see the power poles, they're above ground, power lines are, no high voltage or anything, but it's neat though. You got little cabin style homes and you have big mansions, so it's really diverse out here. But it gets really dark. There's no street lights, and we are out in the country. Okay, we are driving through Quail Creek in Redmond, of course, Washington. This is zip code 98053. Beautiful homes built in the mid-90s. A lot of these homes around 2,500 square feet. They starting price point $1 million, but more common to spend $1.2 to $1.3 in this neighborhood. Commute time 10 minutes to Microsoft. If you need to go to downtown Bellevue, we get there in 15 minutes. If you're running some traffic, 20 minutes, so the commute time's not that bad at all either. Okay, we're in the Microsoft neighborhood in Redmond 98052. Microsoft is walking distance from here. If you wanted to drive, it would just take you a minute or two, depending what campus you're going to. So we are really close to Lake Sammamish, and you'll see Idlewood Park. That's a really fun park to go swim. They play. You're not allowed to, there's no boat ramp or launch ramp, but you can definitely see all the boats out on the water. So Lake Sammamish is Redmond's playground, one of Redmond's playground. It is actually a really large lake that you can ski, wakeboard, and swim, kayak, wind sail a little bit, but that's more for Lake Washington. So as we come down to the end of the road, we're going to run into West Lake Sammamish. And West Lake Sammamish has some waterfront homes, not too many, because it turns into Bellevue pretty quick, but there are several homes on Lake Sammamish, but your price point is going to be around $3 million for a waterfront home. At this end of the lake, you will see more condos. Lake Sammamish doesn't have too many condos other than the Redmond side. Let's see, we'll pull into Villa Marina here. This will give you an example. You can buy a 1, 2, or 3 bedroom in this complex, and this is waterfront, so we'll drive down to the end and you'll be able to see some docks where you can put your boat and ski right out of here. So these sell for anywhere between $325 for a 1 bedroom to $450 for a 2 bedroom and a 3 bedroom in the $500 price point. But there's condos all along the Redmond Lake Sammamish road here that vary in price, anywhere from the $300,000 to the $700,000, and there are some $1 million condos. It just really depends on the amenities, the size, and how luxurious they are. So we'll just go to the end, and this has a cabana for the owners of this complex can rent or use, and it's a pretty neat place.
We hope you liked this video, and we hope it added value. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of our videos, go ahead and subscribe. If there's a specific neighborhood or city you're interested in, comment below. We're really interested to hearing what you have to say, and we'll do our part to make that video for you. Okay, if you're thinking of buying, selling, or staging a home in the greater Seattle area, give us a call, send us a text message, or reach out. That's what we do, and we'd love to help. Okay, until the next video, we'll catch you later. This is Matt Steele with Selling Seattle.